Happy greetings to everybody. Namaste. Happy greetings to everybody. We welcome everybody to our Heartfulness community, where every week we are making efforts to learn different techniques of the heartfulness practices. So far, we have worked with understanding the basics of heartfulness, understanding the right way, the method to practice the heartfulness meditation. And the previous class, we understood the concept of cleaning, where with the thought backed by willpower, we can remove the impurities that we create ourselves during the day, and which, with the help of a golden liquid, we accelerate this cleansing process to bring ourselves to a state of balance by the end of the day. So, at the bedtime, when we are able to meditate, we can truly get in touch with our inner pure self. And today we will talk about anger detox cleansing session. How do we manage anger? Most of us suffer from this very deep impression, which is created in all of us during this lifetime or over several lifetimes, where our interactions, interpersonal relationships, interactions with other members of the society, our family, friends, have triggered some impressions, and that when it created an emotional stir inside ourselves, and we did not remove that by the end of the day, through the point C, they get downloaded into our subtle body known as Sukshma Sarir. And because of the nature of anger, it has a fiery tone to it. That particular vibration, the impression gets stored in the fire point in our subtle body, because everything gets stored in our subtle body depending on the nature of the impression. So, anger gets stored in the fire point, which is approximately 3.5 fingers above our left nipple. That is the vibratory field. And because of anger, a lot of us, our lives are disturbed. Anger can be created because of any incident like fear. I've been bitten by a dog. There is fear in me. It is stored in the fourth point. So every time I see a dog, I react with fear. It doesn't have to be the same dog. Same way, anger also, it doesn't have to be the same person. A particular kind of incident creates an impression in us. And when we see any person with that kind of vibration, we react with anger. So, how do we manage it? How do we release it? Is it really that bad? Because anger is given by nature. And whatever nature gives to us has a purpose. Everything has a purpose in life. So, let us now understand what this is about. And I have a PowerPoint that shares few thoughts about this anger and what can be done, how to pause, how to pivot. Pivot is like an emotional pausing. How can we utilize the tools of heartfulness, either breathing or relaxation or this particular technique called anger detox technique, where we connect our heart to the cosmic heart of the living guide. And through his presence, the vibration emanating from his presence, we allow that vibration of ocean of bliss carrying the blue current to flow into this point, anger point, and gently remove these deep rooted impressions of anger. So, naturally, over a period of time, we become emotionally stable and we are able to cross this region of the third point. So, let me share my screen. And today, after the PowerPoint presentation, we will have a guided anger cleansing detox session so we can all get an idea of how to practice it. So, what is anger? It is simply a charge of energy in our system, and it starts in the pranamaya kosha, covering our soul. In the subtle body, we have five energy points: earth point, soul point, fire point, water point, air point. And the earth element in each point is connected to each other, creating Annamaya Kosha, which is the food sheath. The ether element in each chakra is connected with each other, creating Anandamaya Kosha, which is the bliss sheath, very close to our soul. And the fire element in each chakra is connected to each other, creating Pranamaya Kosha, which is the energy sheath. And this is very, very important. Annamaya Kosha is connected with our body. This Pranamaya Kosha, which is energy sheath, is connected with our subtle body. And the water element in each chakra is connected with each other in all the chakras together. And it creates Manomaya Kosha, which is mind sheath. And the air element in each chakra is connected to each other, and it creates the Vijnanamaya Kosha, the wisdom sheath. And especially the pranamaya kosha supports us, supports our body, supports everything. When that pranamaya kosha gets affected, depleted, because of whatever reasons, our reactions and interactions is affected, our balance is affected, our peace is affected. When we overeat, and annamaya kosha gets overburdened, then it has to get energy from this pranamaya kosha. And this pranamaya kosha is connected with the fire point, the third point. And when we are depleted with energy, that is when our thinking is affected, our wisdom is affected, and we succumb to the weakness of anger. So maintaining this is of importance. So anger, it starts in the pranamaya kosha, or the energetic sheath of the subtle body, and it spreads to the physical body. And Babaji Maharaj says that passion, kama, anger, krodha are given by God for a divine purpose, so they cannot be destroyed. We have to utilize them properly. We cannot completely eradicate them or destroy them. And without this karma, passion, or the human species would die out. So, what about the anger? So, purpose, anger has a purpose. And what is the role of the anger? The purpose of anger is for our self improvement. Usually, we place the blame when something happens on others, when things go wrong. But when the blame is turned inward without contemplation and awareness, it is destructive. But when the blame is turned inward with contemplation and with awareness, it becomes a transformative energy for the human being. So, how to overcome anger? Einstein once said, when we are in the same plane, no problem can be solved from the same level of consciousness. If you want to help a child, your consciousness to be a little higher so you can understand the child and help the child. Being a child ourselves, we cannot help someone. So, our level of consciousness, we have to go to a higher level of consciousness and solve a problem. So, we have to move to a higher level of consciousness to transcend the awareness which with the anger arose. And then it is possible to overcome anger and use it for our transformation. So, what is this being aware? And being aware, in one sense, means not to allow the mind to express itself based on impressions, prejudices, or judgments. We have to have this process of acceptance of this moment. By accepting the reality of the situation and working from there is the state of awareness. this moment, this is what it is, and you work from that state of acceptance. And we don't try to suppress anger. It's not a good idea and blow up some other time. So what to do is accepting this moment, understanding why this anger is happening in me. So what does acceptance means? Does it means that we are cowardly and we are weak? It means that we have the clarity and the balance to accept the reality of the situation without reacting strongly and moving forward. So how do we help ourselves when we these things are triggering in us? So in the heartfulness way, first thing, come into the divine state. Take refuge in the divinity in your heart. Take deep breaths, pause, come into the heart, and then practice the anger detox. Because in the anger detox, we are connecting our heart to the cosmic heart of the guide. So just that connection calms us down, and then we practice the technique. So, and we receive a sitting from the trainer to shift our feelings. Because sometimes in anger, our mind is not clear and we are not able to connect directly to the guide's consciousness. So you take the help of the fellow being who is a trainer who will connect and help you calm down. And what are the things that trigger the anger in us? It's when somebody criticizes us, insults us, humiliates us. And they try to advise us. Kids get irritated when we advise them. And a lot of times our own desires and wishes are not fulfilled and they trigger. So when our impressions from within are coming out, which are like a trapped energy and is being released, our reaction is an anger. So, what are the attitudes that will help us? First thing is pause. Take deep breaths and pause. Close your right nostril, breathe through your left nostril, belly breathing 10 times, where your parasympathetic nervous system gets affected and we calm down. That is the first step, breathing, pause. And then pivoting emotionally, pause. Don't react, don't write a letter, send an email, start shouting. Practice emotional pause, look into the sky, walk, and then reverse it to a gratitude. Maybe whatever this is happening, even though the situation is triggering anger in me, maybe it is for my best. Let me just artificially make the sankalpa, my heart is grateful. And then we become simply aware, bring awareness, and move to that state of witnesshood because we are practicing meditation. In every meditation, we are trying to arrive at this state of witness. So we need to come to that meditative state. And also, Revered Lalaji said, criticism is necessary if we want to attain sainthood. So, what is our goal in this? We want to become better human beings moment by moment. So when others are criticizing, let us pause. And Shariji said, expect not so that you will not be disappointed. So this habit of expectations is also triggering anger. And for that, Lalaji Maharaj gave a technique where you use the power of sankalpa and you make the intention that this weakness of complaining is leaving me. This weakness of finding faults with other is leaving me. This weakness of um, stubbornness is leaving me because it is stubbornness that makes us not cooperative and it triggers anger in us and others also. This weakness of stubbornness is leaving me and I have no attachment to that. So this is the technique of where you pause and you breathe, which I just talked about. Because in the pause is that power, in that silence, in between 2 points, there is a space. In that space is the power. So when we pause, we gain a separation between ourselves and our emotion, and then we get the right opportunity to act. And in between, if we need to express, we can just type it out, write it out, and delete it. So we can help ourselves to pause in different ways. So, in the pause, we actually bypass the ego and we are able to come to that state of being, this too shall pass. So, there is power in the pause. So, breathe and remember this will pass. Because one moment of patient in a moment of anger will help us escape 100 days of sorrow, because it is this reaction in this moment that creates the impression and breaks relationships, creates so many problems in our life. So at that moment when we are having anger, we know our system, we pause. So uncovering our true nature step by step. Whenever we are angry, instead of blaming others, exploding, feeling self pity. The self pity is like a big weakness for us, or punishing yourself and feeling guilty. We need to pause, breathe, write in our diary, use the anger detox, or take a session from a trainer. So there is nothing wrong with making a mistake as long as we use the opportunity to improve ourselves. So we need to take this as a challenge and try and practice it. So for this, in the heartfulness method, we have a technique called anger detox, also given by Babuji as ocean of bliss technique, which includes a blue light cleansing. So in that, any technique for us to work, we have to know, for any bulb to light up, we need the connection. We have to go to the switch, turn the light on so we can have the connection, we can have the light. So in all the techniques of heartfulness, we need to connect our heart to the cosmic heart of the living guide. And those of you who are new, if you have not met the guide and if you do not know who the guide is, if it doesn't matter, it is your intention that connects you to the guide's heart. So we can make the thought, my heart is connected to the cosmic heart of the perfect guide on the planet Earth, who is connected to the ultimate source. That is the first sankalpa. And the second sankalpa is the ocean of bliss filled with this blue current is flowing into my heart from the guide's heart, and it is removing all the impurities, complexities, darkness, and heaviness. And then you bring yourself to this attitude to visualize it. See, everything is how we visualize it, how you make that sankalpa. And that is where we all struggle. So you make this intention that thou art the ocean of bliss, and I am seated in the ocean of bliss. And waves from thy ocean are flowing through me, and they're passing through me, removing all these impurities, complexities, heaviness, and darkness, and grossness, everything, obstructions. And then from this state, allow a wave of that ocean to flow through each chakra, each quadrant of your chest, allowing that ocean to cleanse thoroughly a deeper level, where allowing this ocean to go penetrate deep into every cell, every nerve, every fiber, every blood drop of your being, the nucleus of the cell, where it is removing impurities and bringing those cells to a natural state of balance. And especially when we allow the wave to flow through point 3, which is the fire point, and also point 4, which is the water point, where we store fear, we consciously make the effort that it is going deep into the pain, because we are storing pain as chunks of energy, emotions as chunks of energy, that are like when the vibration is heavy, it settles down. Why guilt is such a heavy vibration? It is weight that holds you down. So this emotions and pain are deep rooted in the vibratory field of this anger point and the fear points, fire and water. So there you consciously make the intention that it is penetrating into the deeper levels and releasing the emotion, releasing the pain, and you consciously make the sankalpa that I have no attachment to it. The problem is, we think we are only attached to positive things. We are more attached to negative things. We are attached to pattern of reacting to things. So you have to consciously tell your mind, I have no attachment to this anger. I have no attachment to this fear. And let it go. Let go is a very important thing. And especially when we clean this point 3 and let go of the anger, we let go of this weakness of opinions. When we let go of opinions, then we arrive at a true state of being able to love each other equally. We are able to see divine. Because from here, once we master the third point, now this anger is transformed into love. Opposite of anger is love. And that love gives the ascension. Like, when a rocket is taking off, it needs that power of ascension to move into the higher space. So also human being needs this power of ascension to move into the next point and into the cosmic region. And it is this third point, this anger vibration transformed into love, gives that momentum for the takeoff of the soul. So mastering this technique is of very, very, very important for us. So let us now actually practice this anger detox. We will begin with the guided cleansing and then go into the guided anger detox cleansing technique. So it will give us all a clear understanding of how to practice. It is a good idea to practice it at least once a week in the beginning or as needed. And then gradually we ourselves will feel that there is no more need because we see ourselves balanced. That's one thing, if at all, this past few weeks I'm observing is when we are actually able to master the first point and these heart region points, however much stress we are put through, we are able to remain in that state of being and perform. The example would be like a tornado. Everything outside is all chaos, but in the center there is nothing. In that nothing is the silence, and in that silence is the power. And when through meditation we are able to connect ourselves to that state of nothing, which is everything, then under all circumstances we are able to remain poised. And that is known as the state of Sthita Prajna given by Lord Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita. So let us now practice. Close your eyes softly. Take a deep breath and let go. Feel grounded to the earth. Feel the healing energy from Mother Earth enter into your being. And begin with relaxing your toes. Feel the energy flow into your feet and into your ankles, flowing into your legs. Relax your legs. Take a deep breath and let go gently. Feel the energy flow into your knees, into your thighs, into your hips. Feel firmly grounded in the seat. Feel the free flow of energy flowing there, relaxing you. Take another deep breath and let go. Feel the energy flow into your lower back and into your upper back. Relax your entire back. Keeping your spine erect. Bring your awareness to your stomach muscles. Feel the energy flow there. Take a deep breath and let go gently. Feel the energy flow into your chest. Relax your chest. Bring your awareness to your fingers. Feeling the energy, relax your fingers. And let the energy flow through your palms, wrists, lower arms, elbows, and upper arms. Feel the free flow of energy flowing into your hands, relaxing your hands. Take another deep breath and let go. Bring your awareness to your shoulders. Feel the stress melting away. Relax your shoulders. Consciously relax your neck, jaws, facial muscles. Deeply relax your eyes, eyebrows, temples, and forehead. Feel your brain is resting. Your mind is calm. Your body is completely relaxed. Bring your awareness to your heart. Feel your heart. Enter your sacred space. Bring yourself to a state of humbleness in prayer. Now begin the session and make the intention in a prayerful way. My heart is connected to the cosmic heart of the perfect guide on the planet Earth, who is connected to the ultimate source, the ocean of bliss, carrying the blue current, is flowing from my guide's heart into my heart. See yourselves completely submerged in this ocean. Thou art the ocean of bliss. I am seated in it. Waves from thy ocean are flowing through me, removing all the impurities, complexities, darkness, and heaviness, and all obstructions are being washed away. Take a deep breath and let go gently. Keeping the connection with the guide's heart intact, allow the wave of the ocean of bliss carrying the blue current to flow into the lower left side of your chest, 3.5 fingers below your left nipple is the earth point. And let this wave flow through the entire lower left side. And it is penetrating into every cell, every nerve, every fiber and blood drop. See and feel the ocean flowing into the nucleus of the cell. The ocean's wave is very powerful, and the blue current is melting all the impurities away. Just let the entire area soak in this divine current. Bow down and submerge. Take a deep breath and let go gently. Keeping the connection with the guide's heart intact. Now let the ocean of bliss carrying the blue current flow into the lower right side of your chest. 3.5 fingers below your right nipple is the Atma chakra, the soul point. Let the current flow through the entire lower right side of your chest, penetrating into every cell, every nerve, every fiber and blood drop. Feel it flow into the nucleus of the cell, and all the impurities are leaving, obstructions are leaving. Everything is becoming pure, simple, and light. Simply bow down in front of the ocean with reverence and gratitude. Take another deep breath and let go gently. Let the ocean of bliss from the guide's heart flow into both left and the right side of your chest, flowing through the lower portion of your physical body, the lower abdomen, and cleaning and releasing all the impurities, complexities, darkness, and heaviness. And the ocean is penetrating into every cell. All the sickly cells are melting away, and every cell is vibrating with a new state of being, of purity and love. Take a deep breath and let go. Come back into your heart, keeping the connection with the guide's heart intact. Make a prayerful intention. The ocean of bliss carrying the blue current. See the blue current, feel the blue current. Now it's flowing, divert its flow to the upper left side of your chest. 3.5 fingers above your left nipple is the fire point, where we are storing a lot of negative emotions and pain, anger, depression. Allow yourself to soak in this ocean of bliss carrying the blue current, penetrating into this area, going deep, and it's flowing into every cell, every nerve, every fiber and blood drop. And it's releasing all the impurities. It's penetrating into the cell, the nucleus of the cell, and everything is coming to balance as impurities are removed. Consciously make the intention anger is releasing. The emotion related to the anger, the pain related to the anger is leaving you. Allow the current to penetrate deeper and deeper, touching the pain body, touching the emotional body, and release it. Just tell yourself, I have no attachment to this pain. I have no attachment to this emotion. Let go. See the blue current go deeper and deeper. And it's purifying every cell of this area. It's penetrating into the chakra, and every element is coming to its natural state of balance. Take a deep breath and let go gently. Divert the ocean of bliss flowing from the guide's heart into the upper right side of your chest. 3.5 fingers above your right nipple is the fire point. Allow the current to flow through this entire area. And it's penetrating deeper into this water point, releasing fear, emotion related to fear. Any fear that we have created, any incident, any impression, everything is leaving. All the impurities, complexities, darkness, and heaviness is leaving from every cell, every nerve, every fiber, and every blood drop. Feel the current penetrating into the nucleus of the cell, and everything is coming to balance. The ocean of bliss flowing with the blue current is bringing the entire chakra to a state of natural balance. The excess fear and the impression of that incident, whatever created that deep fear, is leaving. Fear of losing somebody. Take a deep breath and let go. Keeping the connection with the guide's heart. Feel the ocean of bliss flowing through the entire upper chest, both left and right. Allow it to penetrate into deeper layers. Simply bow down with reverence and gratitude. Let the current penetrate deeper and deeper, releasing all the impurities, complexities, darkness and heaviness, anger and pain. Your entire body, from the top of your head to the tips of your toe, is submerged in this divine current. Every cell is pure and simple. Your entire system is crystal clear. Rest in the light. Let the vibration of gratitude from your heart flow into the guide's heart. Your entire system is crystal clear. Cleaning is complete. From this place of calmness, make the intention. All my senses are in a state of balance. They have arrived at their original character. All my feelings are in silence. All the chakras in my system are in a state of balance. They are in harmony with each other. Every cell in my being is absorbing the silence. Feel the calmness spread throughout your being. You may open your eyes when you are ready. So, thank you all. Hope this has helped all of us, and we will see you all next time. Thank you for joining us today. See you all later.